Welcome to another edition of Q&A with Angel today. So this week's question comes from a young college student, and she says, Angel, how do I build my personal brand online if I want to start a business? And I love this question. So number one, when you think about building your own personal brand, first and foremost, you have to understand that when you talk about branding, understand that we are already branded. The things that you do currently brand you. If you are the person that typically shows up late to places, or if you typically show up early to places, that's your brand. If there's a particular word that you say all the time, that's your brand. How you treat people, that's your brand. The position that you hold at your job right now, that's your brand. We're all already personally branded. However, when one goes into business, what they do and what they mean by branding in the business sense is that what you're trying to do is you're trying to do your very best to control how the marketplace sees and experiences you. So that's why we as business owners, we pick colors, we pick fonts, we pick all those things because we want to intentionally show up in the world in a certain way. So number one, I would say start with your colors and your fonts. When you think about colors, colors make us feel a certain way. When you think about the color like blues, you think about what hospital colors, and you think about here in the United States, we have a store called Rite Aid, and their logo, their wording is blue. When you think about banks, typically their wording and their lettering or their colors are blue because blue typically represents like authority and trustworthiness. So you want to think about your colors. They actually do mean something, and I actually wrote a blog about this that I'll post the link in the description box below, where I talk about what colors actually, how colors actually make us feel. When you think about your colors and your fonts, you think about like a McDonald's or Starbucks. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. The language may change, but the colors and the fonts, they're all going to remain the same. So number one, I would say start with your colors and your fonts. Number two is you want to think about what is that thing that you do. Now in branding, I really don't think that this is something that's intentionally done. However, it just happens over time. So it's not something you actually write down on your business plan, but it's that thing that you do that your audience will eventually pick up on, and something that you do a lot. Like I have a woman that made a comment about me saying that I say the word freaking a lot. Hey Ladybug, if you're watching this video, she says that, you know, that's one of your favorite words. What is it that you do a lot that your friends say that you do it a lot? That's a part of your brand, and it's not something that you intentionally do. You know, when you think about Wendy Williams and you think about when she goes, how you doing? You know, that's something that she does that the rest of the world has picked up on. And here's the thing. When that happens and your name is big enough, you can coin that. You can put it on t-shirts, you can put it on coffee mugs, whatever that thing is that you do. You know, when you think about Oprah Winfrey, when she said in her one show, you know, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. You know, Oprah has a reputation of being a giver. So what is that thing that you do? That is something that you can capitalize on that actually happens pretty naturally and organically. And number three, I would say focus on your voice. How does your voice sound? Who do you want to attract in your business? Do you want to attract a younger generation, or do you want to attract a middle-aged generation, or do you want to attract corporate America? So thinking about that, that's how you're going to have to put your voice out into the marketplace. Maybe if if your focus is young teenage girls or young girls in their 20s, you may want to, say in your marketing, hey girl, hey. I hear that a lot. If it's someone just, a regular person, you may want to just make it casual. But if it's more professional, you want to make sure that your voice that you're putting out into the marketplace speaks to the exact clientele that you're trying to attract intentionally, because your voice, as it is now, it's already attracting people, like I said, because we're already branded. Unconsciously, we're just already branded. So if there's some people, places, and things in your life that you don't like, think it's a representation of you. And you attracted it by the way that you talk and the way that you do things. So you want to be intentional in your voice in the marketplace on exactly who it is that you want to attract. So I hope those 3 things helped you, and I pray that you become extremely successful, and congratulations from graduating from college.
Really, Sprinkles? You just gonna jump up here? Here, check me out.
Mm-hmm.
Look in the camera. I wanted to get in the action.
Look at the camera once. Okay, perfect. Stop, Tyler. Stop.
Look at it. What's your picture taken? Oh, yeah. I was going to see them. They look good.
Uh-huh.
Is it focused?
It is. Why?
I was saying, it looks like it's aimed that way.
It is, but I have it like so I can put words on the side. I leave that space.
Come on.
Do you and do you see that empty space where I can put words?
Yep. That's it.
Thank you. Of course. Perfect, get out, perfect, get out, perfect. Yes. Get on out. Get on out. Close the door behind you. Take your dog too.
Come on, Frank.
Take your dog too.
Come on.
Get on out. Close the door.